We watch the world burn.
You dick.
Ain't nobody ever learned.
Why doesn't it reset? Fucker.
Oh, it resumes where you were up to.
Damn.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
Okay, that's
What the fuck are we doing?
I got backups on backups.
We watch the world burn. Ain't nobody ever learned. We're the Rubberneckers. We ain't the home wreckers. We like to rant a lot. Got a little Mexico as a mascot. I'll be a good little.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rubberneckers, where we try every time to get it straight, and we still can't. Well, me. I'm one of your hosts, John. Alongside me, we have Sir Hump-a-Lot. And then I got Wilma Fingerdew.
Present, accounted for, sir.
And the liberal Republican prick. How's everybody doing today?
Amen. Doing fantastic.
So I'm very excited. I thought the board was a little light, and then Dave got up and he went to work. And so I want to start the first story with the Oklahoma man who says that Bigfoot made him kill his fishing partner because he thought his fishing partner was going to get Bigfoot to kill him.
The proper word is he summoned Bigfoot.
Summoned Bigfoot in Oklahoma.
Yeah, probably had like a Bigfoot whistle or something.
Would it be a big? I guess it might be, or like a grunt.
Yep, some kind of a call.
I mean, listen, I'm no Bigfoot expert, but I thought that he was like in the Pacific Northwest. And then when Mount St. Helens,
I get the fat joke in, please, John.
In just 1 second, let me just finish mine, and you can have at it. So
I just need to know when I can do Chinese.
Hang on. So I thought when Mount St. Helens blew that it killed all the Bigfoots, but apparently not. They moved to Oklahoma. Or is it more like it's just
black people?
I don't know. Go ahead, Dave.
Are they wearing Nikes?
John's not a Bigfoot expert, but he is a big belly expert.
Yes, he is.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's pretty good.
Get it rushed in the moment.
I liked it.
You probably wrote that one down yesterday.
So
the story was wild. Did you read any of the article, John?
Yeah,
I wrote down my comment. If
go ahead,
I get messages all the time from my cat to drown John Domingo in a pool of tapioca pudding.
It might be a way to go.
It's a good defense. Yeah.
You know what?
Good. The cat made me do it.
I think I would enjoy that right till the end.
Yeah.
To see if I could. I don't know if I could eat my way out of there or not, but we would see. So this guy, they're out noodling.
Yeah, I would say, do you have the picture of the guy? Because he definitely looks like a person who would go noodling.
Let me see if I can get his picture up here. Oh yeah, he definitely looks like a noodler.
Yeah.
So, that's a term that we all know what the meaning is.
Yeah, we were going to get into it. That's what. So,
do you know what a noodle? You know what noodling is, Dave?
He's a rough-looking fella, huh?
He really is.
Probably
he looks like a cigarette.
Somebody poked Dave.
He looks like a crushed out cigarette butt.
Dave, do you know what noodling is?
No.
Okay, noodling is where you get into the river and you go along the banks and you stick your hand in holes on the banks until you get a catfish. And then when the catfish bites you, you grab the catfish and pull them out.
Right. Usually you don't go by yourself.
It's not called catfishing.
No, that's a wholly different. That's a totally different thing.
Oh, that's tender.
You still go around shoving your fist into holes, but you don't have to get into a creek for it.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to ask, Jody, ever been catfishing? I mean, noodling?
No, I haven't. I've lost a digit already, and when you lose fingers, you tend to like take care of the ones you have left. So I don't go putting my hands in any fucking holes I can't see the other side of. At least one of them.
My youngest daughter
have teeth.
Yeah,
my
no teeth holes.
Wants to go noodling. She wants to go down south and go noodling, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I tell you what, the fish down here, like that's what's wild about it is you don't necessarily catch little catfish doing that. Like all the fish they pull out of the river are 85+ pound fucking fish, and like they could drown you. It's like alligator wrestling in some cases. So good luck.
Yeah, sometimes they reach in those holes and there is a gator or a beaver.
A turtle. That's
Or a
so.
turtle.
Here's the fun part: when they walk, they go along the beach, the bank underwater, and they use their feet and stick their feet in the like feeling around for the holes. And they said, yeah, sometimes you'll stick your foot in a hole and a goddamn turtle will be in there, and it'll just bite your fucking foot.
I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. We have other ways of catching catfish
Yeah.
besides jamming our feet and hands into holes in murky, muddy river water.
I'll just go to Captain D's. I don't have to catch fish that bad. These people are
Right.
fucking retarded.
It is the stupidest way to catch a fish, I would
So,
imagine.
interestingly enough, like him and his buddy went out in the woods, and I believe the story is I don't know what their beef was, but he killed his fucking fishing buddy. And then when the cops showed up, he said it was because Bigfoot, his fishing buddy, had summoned a Bigfoot, and so he killed him for that because Bigfoot was going to come fuck him up, I guess.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
Right. And he beat this guy to death.
It's
not
a
like he
good
had
story.
kill.
You know,
Right.
if I ever beat my wife to death because she watches Bigfoot shows, I'm just gonna be like, yo, she was trying to summon Bigfoot. I saw her out in the yard.
This was a very good question. Was meth involved?
It's Oklahoma, Duchess. That's kind of an
pretty
implied
much.
question. Duh.
So
Everybody knows that.
So yeah, that's pretty wild. Like, if you want to kill somebody, just make sure you go in the woods and just be like, yeah, Bigfoot, or some other. You can blame the,
Aliens?
Sasquatch. It's different parts of the country, whatever it is. Aliens, like he said, fucking abominable snowman, whatever it is. Just say, yeah.
You know what? They didn't really. He's in jail. They didn't believe him. Like in other words, yeah, they didn't believe him.
Well, you can't prove that Bigfoot didn't make him kill his friend.
That's
we can prove that Bigfoot never showed up, right? You can see the tracks.
I mean,
there's no tracks in the mud.
But wasn't there that story of the dude that ran over his wife and just claimed that he didn't notice?
He said he thought she just hit the car. Apparently, he ran over and drug her down the road and killed her.
I feel like that was in Australia.
Anyone paying attention, that's a good defense. The Bigfoot made me do it is a bad defense.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Dragging your wife behind a car until she's dead. Good defense. I didn't know she was there. She didn't scream. Yeah. Usually she's got a pretty loud mouth.
I thought she was a trailer. Oh,
I thought she was giving me the silent treatment. That bitch.
All right.
Rest in peace. Rest in pieces.
So we're
on
going
that same subject, John. I think wasn't there another one in there that had to do with killing somebody? I think it was right next to it. If you want to fucking stick with that.
Holy shit.
The theme.
I'm trying to figure out which one that is.
Yeah,
I'm down here looking.
You're good, buddy.
I don't know what I usually know what Jody's talking about.
Let me look at. Hold on. Let me get my Trello out too. I'm sorry to just bring the fucking thing to a complete stop.
Let me look at my hole.
Oh.
They were together, so that was why I was saying.
All this talk of holes reminds me of the dating scene.
Sticking your foot in holes and fisting.
Back when Tinder first came out and Grindr. Woo!
Okay, I guess I'm missing something.
A new Grindr thing is to pick up chicks on Grindr.
Oh, no. I found it. I'm sorry, guys. It's towards the top, John. It's like the third one down. It was the parking cone situation.
Oh,
the parking cone.
Yes.
Somebody got killed by a cone?
Oh, bro. Death by cone.
One.
So I can bring up, hang on one second.
It was in his neighborhood. That's why I was going to put out an APB. Maybe he needs to watch his back when he's going around fucking almost running over teenagers.
Well, it was in Philadelphia. It's not really my neighborhood. I kind of stay out of Philadelphia now.
I call it your neighborhood.
It is.
Aren't you the Philly fanatic, John?
So some people call me.
Okay.
A 14-year-old beat a 83-year-old to death with a Philadelphia traffic cone.
Yep.
So
now, are those made out of lead or something? But I know it's a fucked up city, but like,
no, it's just a regular old plastic, or rubber kind of cone. I mean, they got to really beat somebody to death.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is the old man just a pussy, or is this kid like a fucking savage and he beat a man to death with a parking cone? Like, that's pretty impressive.
All right, so there's the guy. May he rest in peace. James Shimmy Lambert Jr. He died the day after a group of young thugs beat him with a traffic cone in a caught-on-camera attack in North Philadelphia.
He looks like Arsenio Hall in Coming to America when he
He
dresses up
does.
as the old guy in the
Yeah,
barbershop.
it does.
In the
That's so
barbershop,
fucking-
yeah.
That's so sad. Motherfucker.
Cassius Clay was a bad motherfucker.
We want to hear the. You want to hear the report? Maybe it'll
Sure.
show. Here we go.
Family, they said they believe the motive was just random rage bullying this old man for
Got an
fun.
echo, John.
But what was first an attack
Yeah,
of
it's pretty
I
bad.
can't help that
Hmm.
because you know why? Because it's on. I don't have it because it's. I know why.
John, hey, it's no big deal. I was just letting you know in case you
I
didn't.
know.
Yep, I can hear it though. Go ahead.
Jesus.
All right, I'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
Traffic
quick fix.
cone. Well, now it's homicide investigation because that 73-year-old man has died, and now a 14-year-old boy who turned himself in yesterday, well, he's being charged as an adult for third-degree murder. We also know more details about that
Time
night.
out.
Sources say
Give him a
James
chair.
Wilbur.
Oh
Just
wait,
give him the fucking.
I
chair.
don't think that the fucking cone did that. I think the concrete sidewalk did that.
I think he
Absolutely.
backed
Yeah.
up and then hit his head.
That
on,
makes more sense.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes more sense. He cracked his skull open on the.
But I guess you can't charge somebody with like using the concrete as a deadly weapon, can you?
Was that
Well, they attacked.
manslaughter or something?
Yeah, they attacked him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, his 10-year-old brother, a 14-year-old, and a 10-year-old surrendered to police. Wow. I mean, come on. I mean, what are they going to do to him? They'll put him in juvie until they're 18 and then let them out? Or
Yeah, that's how it
Pretty
works.
much. Yeah.
Even for murder, isn't that crazy?
I know.
Yeah.
But well, I'll tell you what, North Philly's a badass place. I mean, I don't go to North Philly.
John.
I hated North Philly.
How many 14-year-olds with parking cones do you think you could take right now? Like, I'm sure it's more than one, but like, you think it's more than 5? Are they in order, or is it like a gang of them? I think a gang is the right word.
I need to lay down. Do I get my own parking cone?
No parking cone. You're going barehanded on
I
this
got to
one.
go barehanded.
You ain't got the piece either. You left the
I
strappy
might-
in the car.
You know what? I think I could get maybe 2.
Two's pretty good.
And the
At
reason
the
I'm
same
saying-
time, or just one after another?
I mean, Jesus, can I beat one and then take the other one? I got to take them 2 on. I mean, this is what I guess.
No, that sounds good. It's like rounds. I didn't know if you were trying to get, because if it's jumped, I think you're probably right too. But maybe I bet you could get 3 if you were going one at a time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Swinging parking cones.
I always say like 10 years ago, I probably could. 14-year-old kids, probably maybe 2. I don't know. 3's a lot.
I'd say you could take the cone away and beat them with it, but I don't
That's
think
what
you
I'm
would.
thinking.
Why would you do that? Just use your hands. It's got to be harder than the parking cone.
Yeah, just get. Yeah, you get. It's why he's swinging a cone. You just duck in and get inside, and then he's yours.
That's a dumb
Once-
weapon. It's real
Yeah.
slow and cumbersome. It's like
Put it right
swinging
on their head.
It's like swinging a laundry basket at somebody. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, again, I go back to the lawlessness that's allowed in in the cities. They just allow this shit to go on. There's no respect anymore. Back in
Got
the day, if
No
something
one
like
knows
this
what to do.
happened, the neighborhood would take care of this. The neighborhood would get those kids and give them an ass
Yeah.
whooping of ass whoopings.
I think you're right, because if that happened in a trailer park, sure enough, like other people would come out and beat your kids if they were out there mobbing on somebody. I'm sure in my day, maybe not now.
They and then what would happen, it would do one of 2 things. It would, first of all, there would be a little retribution for the beating of the older person.
Sure.
And then secondly, it was a warning to anybody else, any other kids, that if they were going to step out of line, this would happen. The same thing would happen. But
That's
we
a
don't
good
do that
line.
anymore.
Did you see Brandon's comment? It said he would beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I remember,
Hell yeah.
I forget which comedian said, he says, the best way to commit a murder is to pick one guy up with his ankles, by the ankles, and beat another guy to death with him. That way there's 2 dead and no murder weapon. What happened here, Sarge? I don't know. Looks like quite a pedestrian accident. Yeah, they must have been moving at quite a clip. That might be George Carlin, I think. I'm not sure. That I can remember. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
How much of a parking cone do you think you could get in your ass if you tried for a week?
for a week?
You think you get like
God
halfway?
damn.
Not for like you leave it in there for a week, but if I gave you a week to warm up, you think you could get like
Oh.
a quarter, halfway,
They're gonna
maybe?
shit through the hole.
I'm
There are
saying
sex toys that look like traffic cones.
I know. I've seen what these girls are stuffing in their asses. I'm just curious if you got that much free time, you could probably work it out.
I would say
I'll get back to you.
I'd set the over under at 3 inches, 3 inches of parking cone, because they come out at quite a clip. I mean, they're not narrow by any stretch of the
No.
imagination.
Damn, you'd be an ass champion.
Right. That's
the
quite a
leagues.
stretching.
Absolutely.
Way to stretching.
I'm having a problem, guys,
Oh.
because I'm trying to think of a way to work in Parkinson's, but I'm not coming up with
Oh.
it. Help me out here.
That's pretty good. You just got to say it.
Parkinson's? That's no parking.
Parking.
Damn. I'll figure it out. Come back to me.
All right. There we go.
So what were you saying, John? The 14-year-old and whatever will go to juvie.
Yeah, they'll just go to juvie, and then at 18 they get out, and it's
That's how it works
fun.
here, Dave. I don't know how often they let people out of prison for murder there, but like there was a school shooting here, and those kids got out of prison. They killed like 12 people.
Yeah. No. It's common.
They were like
Anyway.
10.
My question
it
is,
was 10 and
would you
12.
would you rather be 14 and go to juvie and get raped in juvie, or be raped by a 45-year-old MILF?
What?
Oh, I'm going with
45-year-old MILF. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
so
think they rape as
you
much
go
in
with the
juvie.
MILF?
I think they
Ew.
fight. Yeah.
What?
So old. Was she 45? I can't remember her age.
Just 45.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah, I thought we did this story last week. Obviously, we did not.
Did we?
What was it?
I thought we did,
And
but
a
I
fif-
brought it over because I don't remember doing it. I remember talking about it.
54-year-old too.
Yeah, you didn't flip it over.
Oh, some
All
sweet,
right, so
sweet
Maybe-
molestation.
but maybe he flipped her over.
All right, so here she
Pretty
is.
old.
She's
wow.
she's 45 and she's got money. All right, and
Oh,
then
we
she-
did do this.
we did do this last
Did
week.
we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I don't remember talking about her. I know we've done
We can
stories
talk
like
about it
this
again.
before.
That's
I
I
don't
have
think we
no
talked-
memory of.
Yeah,
us
I don't
talking
remember this
about
at
it,
all.
And John didn't move it over to the
And
completed
yeah.
file.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it wasn't over to Cle. Sorry.
Well,
so
let's
here's the
get
deal.
into it. Yeah.
So
So
I would have gone on to on a rant that it's rape and it's no different to Jeffrey Epstein, and John would have said no. John would have said, "Nah, boys
hold on,
can't be
let's
raped."
let's go there.
wow. She looks like skinny Rachel Ray, like what you want her to look like.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
45 years old.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
And then she apparently got a hold of a 14-year-old boy and had sex with him 4 times in one day,
Yeah,
as
she
14
did.
boys can do. Yes, she did.
She knows about breeding.
You guys think that she bent him over, and like, you ever seen that move, John, where like the chick will stand and like you put your legs up, right, and the dick is like out straight between the legs, and then she'll walk up and put it in and like actually like hump your dick through your own legs. Like, I think it's a dominance position for chicks, but I think she would do
Okay.
that for the 4th
That's the kind of
time.
porn that Jody's into then,
What?
because I'm not familiar with that position.
Oh,
Is
you
there
should check it
footage of
out.
this?
I'm having a
Yeah.
hard time visualizing this, Jody. I think I would need
A
diagrams.
reenactment.
Yeah,
Imagine,
yeah.
okay,
Jody,
imagine if a guy
show-
didn't have any legs and he
Right.
laid on the edge of a bed and he's just a wiener's poking out straight, right?
Right.
The gal walks up, puts it inside her, and like humps the dick like it's mounted to a wall almost. Like, and I've seen
All right, now I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah,
it's like a
okay.
dominance thing. I bet
Yeah.
she by the fourth time
I'm
probably
sure they've
go that
done it.
route.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We need a visual, exactly.
It
All
probably
right, it's
looks-
like this,
Thank
guys.
you,
You
Lisa.
fucking you get one leg.
Yeah.
Let me pull out
When you
my
get to
dildo
the-
and show you guys.
Get
Yeah.
some of your kids' dolls or action figures or whatever he's
Yeah.
reenacted.
All right. So everybody's saying that she raped this 14-year-old kid. And I'm saying that's not rape. There's no way that's
Oh,
rape.
man. It's
So-
not.
Back to this.
It's not rape, but it's also not right. But I
It's
get
not
it.
Oh, so we need a new term for it.
Yeah.
According to
It's
the law,
not
it's
Jeffrey
rape.
Epstein wrong.
Hey, if
That's
the kid can
strange.
decide its fucking gender by the time it's 5, it can decide if it wants to have sex with a woman by the time it's 14.
By the time it's 6, god
Hey,
damn it.
Hang on one second. I'm gonna see if I can flip this over here.
Oh,
We got a
This-
boner.
Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah.
okay.
All right. So this isn't rape. But
Okay.
see if I can find it again.
I like you're like, all right, well that's done. It's
Oh,
not
It's
rape.
not rape.
You want to see
Moving
some
on.
rape? I'll show you some rape.
Let me show you a quick clip of what rape looks.
This is rape.
Fuck is this?
Disgraced
yeah, that's
British
right.
TV reality star was jailed Thursday for sexually assaulting a teenage boy last year. The
Uh-oh.
47, who is best known for starring in a British reality TV show, Gogglebox,
The
pleaded
fuck?
guilty to 1 charge of causing a child to engage in sexual activities and 2 charges of a sexual activity with a child.
Oh
I don't know what
man.
So that's not as hot, right?
Now, see, that's rape. All right.
Oh, that's rape. Oh, okay.
How
That's
old-
rape.
How old was
Oh.
this child? Does it say?
What if the kid
Hold
was
on.
gay? What if the kid was gay, John?
I understand. It's a teen victim.
Right?
What if he was
right.
asking for it, John? Literally.
The court
So
heard.
please let me blow you,
when I
Mr. Bennett.
listen, I'm really upset because what happened when I first saw this, I thought this woman raped a teenager, and I would have said that.
No.
But actually, it's the man.
I mean, if you were going to get raped by a guy,
Really? That's what you're saying? This guy,
No, I wouldn't
you like
pick him.
this guy here?
You think
I
that guy
wouldn't
got a
pick him.
facial?
I wouldn't pick him, but I also wouldn't want like some ogre, or some like
Yeah,
he
he
seems
looks
like a
like-
gentle gay man.
Yeah, he looks like a Treat Williams, to be honest with you.
He looks
Looks
like
like
he
a
would have
Baldwin
sex like naked, but with just the watch on.
Yeah.
It's like that cap
I
of guy.
much prefer natural beauty when it comes to men.
Do you?
Any man that
Oh,
like
okay.
looks like he puts effort into the way they look.
Oh, that
Yuck.
bothers you.
Oh,
So how would y'all feel if this teen, because I didn't see how old the child was, but
In
what if this was a
You
17
mean the young man?
The young
Right.
man, sure.
young man,
Well,
that-
wait. The teenager.
right?
You're right.
So if they were 17, how would y'all feel about that?
Well,
I'm
it's
still
age of
against the
consent
law.
16
Listen,
where I live.
I know
so
the
it's gonna
funny
be
thing
fine.
is the funny thing to say is that it's
yeah.
rape.
I'd have a boner, Josh. That's how I'd feel.
But if the kid was 17 and he was gay and he wanted to with this guy, then it would be the same thing. It would not be rape. It would not be rape. But if it
Yeah.
was a 17-year-old girl and he was 47,
Set
That's
him on fire.
that's rape.
That's not rape either.
It is.
Set him on
Sorry,
fire.
it is.
Tie him to a tree.
Again,
Oh god, the rules according to John
This is
Domingo.
the Domingo double standard, and I'll die on this hill. I don't care. I'm
these kind of-
sorry.
These kind of
this
dumb
right
rules
here.
on that.
The
on that
Cherry
gets you
Hill
kicked off
Chode.
Twitter permanently.
You tell me one 14-year-old kid that wouldn't jump up and down on this thing like it was a jungle gym. You tell me one.
I think it was the
Not
other
me.
way around. I think she cougared his ass up.
Oh, she definitely did.
Oh,
Yeah, she got a
yeah.
hold of him.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
no interest in old
Can you
women
scroll-
when I was that age.
Can
I
you
did.
scroll down a little bit more?
I
yeah,
still
I know.
do.
Well, yeah, I know you did, Jody.
Want to get the,
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
we
Sorry.
wanna
There
get
was
to the
this,
here's
I
the
think it was-
comments. That's my boy. Dad must have been jealous and happy at the same time.
Yeah, the comments. Jesus.
I was 14 once.
Go ahead,
So I'm-
finish it up.
So I'm like all the benefits plus 40 years of additional experience. Can I still apply for the position? Oh wait, my wife said no. Never mind. This is by AK2M.
Yeah, give him a proper shout out. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
So
Can be reading other people's fucking tweets.
we know that beautiful women can be absolute fucking psychopaths.
For sure.
Boomer
She might have
humor.
held a gun to his head after the second time.
oh,
Like,
right
he was
there. That's,
laid
that's
out.
what I was looking for.
John, he was laid out on the couch because she just fucked his brains out twice. And he was just like, oh God. And she
Okay,
literally
scroll-
walked in naked and stuck a knife to his neck and said, you're going to fuck
Oh
me
shit!
again.
Well,
He was just like,
well,
what?
we
crap.
all think she's too good looking to do any of that, but
She did it.
Amber Heard's good looking, or at least was.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
I'm just telling you right
Foreshadowing.
now that at
Foreskin.
14, if I had a shot with that, I would definitely take it. And here's the thing. Shut your fucking mouth, dude. He
That's
had to
it.
brag.
No
He had
But
to
it's
shit.
usually the
Fuck
parents.
yeah, I
It's
would
usually
too.
the parents that get involved, John, isn't it?
The
Haven't
mother,
we worked that
not
out?
the father.
I'd be like, you guys are ruining my life.
I'm telling you right now, if I would have came home and told my dad I was banging that at 14, he'd have said, "You keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
Because
don't
if
tell
I-
your fucking mother.
say
Don't tell
nothing. Don't tell
anybody,
your
right?
cousins. Don't tell anybody. Shut your mouth."
My dad
kept-
would have been like, did you get her pregnant?
My mom would have turned her in.
I'd be like, what's that?
Yeah.
And I would have been like, can I smell your fingers?
Yeah, your mother would have been
Damn,
Lisa-
that was pretty good, son.
Lisa wants to know what the kid looked like. Well, I'm sure he was no slouch. 14-year-old.
What if it was? What if it was just some doughy? Like, we're imagining that it must have been some Adonis child, but what if she's just a sicko and she just fucks some Augustus Galoop, some fatty?
She's like, he has a good personality. He makes me laugh.
Yeah.
She handed out a blessing to a kid who would probably never get pussy for a while.
So what?
It's like
I'm
Chris
okay
Chan.
with that too. I still don't have a problem. Like I said, and I put this in. Eric Zane talked about this story this morning, and I was in the chat, and I said, "This is my theory on this."
It's not even
And
a double standard with you though, John. That's the thing. I've heard this whole fucking spiel. And then also the other level to this is how hot is the teacher? Because depending on how ugly the teacher is, the more time she gets in prison.
Exactly. So if she's a 5 or less, it's a felony.
Yep.
If it's a 5 to a 7, it's a misdemeanor. If she's a 7 to
Oh,
a 9, it's a parking ticket. And if it's a 9, she gets a trophy and a free dinner at the local steakhouse.
Olive
Woo.
Garden.
Yeah.
Get a
fuck
two
Olive
can
Garden.
dine.
She gets
Papa Do's.
a 2 for $20.
You're gonna need all them carbs, boy,
God
to facilitate
damn.
your heart and lungs.
Yeah,
You're gonna need the protein. I'm telling
You're
you
gonna
that
need
much.
the
Eat your
carb
fucking
up.
vegetables too.
Drink this
That's right.
Gatorade.
I know it is a double standard. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to try to defend it. It's not. It's a definite double standard. But
I like how John gets ahead of it. He's like, "Look, I know it's a double standard, but this is just come
dude.
on."
I've been talking
real.
about. I'm back in Brand X in 2016 to 2018. We talked about this shit. I had the same thing. Deuce was like, "It's rape." I'm like, "It's not rape." I'm like, not when she looks like that. It's not. Not at 15, 16, 17. Sorry, no.
It's assault. I did air quotes for people listening.
Right.
So the moral to the story is that my wife's completely wrong, and some rape jokes are hilarious, right?
I would say, yeah. There's
some not so funny. They're all funny, but
well, if you had a rape joke,
of hilarity.
If we had rape jokes, I would definitely sit there, listen to them, and then rate the rape jokes. But I don't know any rape jokes, to be honest.
I told a rape joke like the first time I came
you were
on here,
just
my
doing
Cosby
a rape
joke.
bit, John. That's
true.
My point.
It's pretty good.
Jody knocked down. Set him up. You knocked him down.
Blam.
All right.
There's a lot of dumb YouTubers that refuse to use words like rape and pedophile
or faggot
and
or
porn.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they don't
Just list
say.
out the words.
Spick.
I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Jew.
Spick.
It's also they don't get
mean,
the content warning like the one that we get, so that they can be monetized.
Wait, did we do a
that all
content
ages
warning?
can see it? What's that?
Did we do a content warning?
I put a
No.
I made it so kids were not supposed to watch this.
Why?
It's supposed to be why?
Why?
Educational, John.
like it ever stopped any kid before. Has anybody in this chat or in the world listening right now ever clicked no when the fucking computer goes, "Are you 18? Are you 21?" You go, "No."
It's like if it was like you
oh
want.
shucks, now I'll never know what's on the other side of this fucking website.
Dude, I did that once as a kid, just like to kind of see what happens if you
Oh,
put
what
no.
a dork.
And the website that I was trying to go onto that had like boobs and shit.
Yeah.
It redirected me to
Boobs and shit.
It sent me to bluesclues.com.
That's funny. It was like it goes, "Are you sure?" Because I mean, you just gotta turn the little notches.
And I was like, well, I mean, no. And then it was fucking like it was Nick Jr. and shit.
which is way worse.
All right, so we got Machine
so
Gun Belly in here. Because if John fucks one of the kids by accident, it's rape. First of all, I'm not having sex with
By accident.
I'm not having sex
with kids by accident. It's rape.
I'm not, yeah, because that's rape. If I have sex with a kid over age, that's rape. But
He's
if
gonna
I-
deserve it.
If a hot teacher does, it's not rape. That's all I'm saying. All right, so I don't have some. There's something. Are we done with this bit yet, or what? Are we
No, we're not done. One final thing. So
All
Josh was talking about
Yeah, we're still
a
on rape.
website. What was it? Boobsandshit.com?
Yeah, it was 2 Girls 1 Cup. I would go to it a lot. Let's just skip this
okay,
part.
well,
Let's
that's
just
probably
skip this. All right.
The
You
real.
know, I've never
answer.
seen it. I just imagine the worst thing I can, and I just moved
It
on
is.
from that
It
one.
is horrible. It's
was thinking-
horrible.
Boobsandshit.com would be what men titty fucking women using shit as
That's called a
lubricant?
chili dog, Dave.
Yeah, it's a chili
Oh,
dog.
using shit as lubricant is called a chili dog, is it?
When you shit on the
Hell
titties
yeah.
and then fuck it, it's a chili dog.
No, come on.
And if it's
Jody.
with a Puerto Rican, it's a chili cheese.
Look it up.
Fucking walking Urban Dictionary over there.
Oh
Holy
no!
shit.
I know some good
Not
ones.
again.
We're not going to do that right now, though.
No.
We got better things.
Let's
Never.
move on.
All right, so I have a video, and this came out a while. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But I love first world problems, and I love it when first world problems go awry, and the utter disgust and fit that they throw. So here it is. This is a YouTuber, and he's a vegan, and he ordered a vegan pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so here he is.
Pretty plain pizza. No.
Look at it. Look at that horrible pizza.
So we're looking at a
Jesus
pizza with
Christ.
no cheese,
No
and
cheese.
it looks like oregano
Oh,
maybe on top.
But
Right.
Has vegan pizza made of fucking tofu or some shit?
Cauliflower, I
cheese,
think.
right?
Now he's putting some salad on top of the pizza, which is a good idea if you're going to have salad and pizza, I guess.
It adds some juiciness, he's saying.
They always put the fucking salads on top of the pizzas at the restaurants anyway, so that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, because vegan can't have any cheese, and they also can't have any egg in the dough.
I don't. You think they can have like grains and shit?
Now look
either,
right here.
Or maybe
This
you
here,
can. You can
look
have
at the way he's
corn.
eating that pizza.
Rule.
That is an abomination. You take that pizza, you fold that thing in half, and you eat it like a man. This I can tell you right now. This kid must have I haven't seen the back of his head, but I think there's man bun back there. To be quite honest with you,
He drives a Prius.
all right. So anyhow, here we go. Let me get back to this again. So he has this little thing. Now all of a sudden, what is this? What's this little
T-shirt say vegans?
vegan dish or something? What's this piece of white right here?
Do you have
tiny
any
bit of meat,
eggs, or any animal products in your sauce? Yeah, the tomato sauce.
Oh.
Yeah. Through his mobile phone.
America, bro.
Only in America, bro.
Who the fuck puts cheese in sauce?
Everyone.
Literally
In America.
everyone. You entitled fucking prick.
She ordered this.
Angry
pizza.
Vegans is
Like,
a
"I got the pizza
subgenre,
with
actually.
cheese on it."
There's an Australian dude who's fucking angry.
I can't even believe it still in the sauce.
You still can't fucking talk either. You cunt.
Actual fuck, dude.
Make your own fucking pizza, bro.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
the
no
best advice I
shit.
can give you. Make your own pizza.
Fuck
Boomer
off.
Bob has the same reaction if there's melted cheese in anything. So.
Yeah, Bob wouldn't eat that pizza.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
Fucking wouldn't.
I was talking to Bob last night. We said something about pizza. He says, "Oh, I don't eat pizza," and I was like, "Are you kidding me? You don't eat
No, no,
pizza?"
Why would he? He doesn't eat quesadillas. He doesn't eat nachos. What a homo, dude.
No wonder
more
he's so fucking irritable all the time.
Bob's
More
the worst.
specific and weird, John, is that he loves the smell of pizza.
I
But
get
he
that.
ate it one time when he was a kid
Yeah.
and decided he didn't like pizza for the rest of his life.
So here's the thing, and I think this has to do with Tourette's.
Uh-huh.
I think Tourette's has
It's an
when you have
impulse thing.
Tourette's, it's an impulse thing, and it's also a texture thing, and a smell thing, and a taste thing. I think that it is
You mean Tourette's or autism?
no Tourette's. I think
Tourette's.
Tourette's. Yes. And the reason I say this is
So it's like a tick trigger is
Yeah.
smells and tastes and shit like that. Maybe?
I grew up with this kid. I've known him since I was 7 years old, and I've known him all my life. He's one of my best friends, and he used to do this shit.
Cool. Can we
like-
meet him? He sounds awesome.
Yeah.
No, if he
He's,
saw what I was
he's
doing right
obviously
now,
dead, Dave.
he'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" He's not. So, and he would do this thing where he would shake keys all the time, and like he'd be walking next to you, and all of a sudden he would take and fucking sprint like 15 yards in front of you, and he would sit there and wait for you to walk to him. Like, what the fuck was that? He was
Oh,
like,
he was touched.
yeah, he had this thing. It was like a little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And he was the exact same way. If you went to McDonald's, he had to get a plain hamburger, no salt,
Yeah.
no pepper, no. And if it had salt and pepper, he'd just throw it right in the trash. I can't eat that. And I was like, what the hell? And at his house, his mom would make dinner. And if it wasn't something that he liked, then he would have a bowl of cereal. And that fucker ate a lot of cereal because his mother, the rest of the family, there was like, oh, yeah, we're having this, we're having that.
Oh,
He
okay.
would eat- But
Nope.
even he would eat pizza. He would eat pizza, but not much more over that. Yeah. So it was crazy.
As a
Yeah.
person who's worked at a pizzeria, like, don't call fucking a pizzeria and ask for a pizza with no cheese. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
you're talking to an overworked, underpaid fucking person that doesn't have.
It's
any
it's
type of
annoying, and
control.
I'm telling you, like, best case scenario, you'll get whatever other toppings you want, but that pizza will be made out of spite because some
Totally.
assholes
I've never-
called and ordered it because they're allergic, and then you have to fight. And then it's like you can't. You got to clean the table. You got to clean the blade. Like it's a whole fucking to do, and that's the kind of shit that if you're busy, you don't want to fuck with that. Don't eat pizza if you don't
Make
want
it
fucking
yourself
cheese.
then if you're going to be so picky, right? I mean, come on.
So
Come on.
in Philadelphia, they have a thing that's called a tomato pie, and it's basically crust and sauce. And
Yeah.
I think maybe they sprinkle some cheese, but there's no regular cheese on it.
There's a lot of retarded people there, though. You know, so it makes sense. Dave, what were you gonna say?
Didn't America invent the whole idea of too much freedom, too much choice? Like you work out the number of different combinations of Subway you can have.
How
and it's like
dare
a
you.
billion.
That is true.
The number of
Sonic
different
is the
coffees you
same
can have
way
at
with
Star-
drinks
Starbucks.
to be
They
individual.
have those.
Which one
Sonic
was
ice-
hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, special orders, don't upset us? Was that Burger King? Have it your way? Yeah, Burger King.
Did
Was
you know
it?
they don't have Burger King in Australia, but they do?
Yeah,
John?
you guys were talking about that the other day. There was some kind of fucked up thing that they had. They had the
What's
Burger King sign.
What's
but
your
it was called-
Burger King called, Dave?
Hungry Jacks.
Hungry Jack's is Burger
Mhm.
King in Australia. I had no idea.
Did they even
you
have
know
them
that the
anymore?
burgers are better at Hungry Jacks?
Oh, I'm sure they are.
They
So
say.
are they Whoppers, but what do they call them? Are
Yes.
they called? They're
They
called
call them
Whoppers.
Tell them
Yeah,
why,
they just-
Dave. Tell them why they can't have the name.
Because there was one dude that had a restaurant called Burger King
Oh,
when
and he sued 'em.
when they came to Australia originally, but that shop is now long closed.
I don't think they even sued them. I think they just went around it.
Yeah.
Like right out of the gate. They were like, we don't want no fucking problems. It's Hamburger Jacks.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. That's a case where David versus Goliath, and Goliath just said, "Yeah, okay,
I don't want no problems,
we,
David.
we don't,
Fuck
we don't
your
want,
town.
we don't want problems."
It probably sucks here. You guys piss and shit in the street.
Pretty much. You guys fuck goats and shit.
Gross. But yeah, he sent like a commercial picture of like one of their chicken sandwiches, and I go, wait a minute, I know this chicken sandwich. I know these logos. What
Yeah.
the fuck? And I looked it up, and I go, wow.
Yeah, so it'd be like
a
coming
fun
to
story.
America with the fight with McDowell's, but McDonald's backed down and changed the name of their restaurant because there's one restaurant that's closed.
Isn't that from that one movie?
Coming to
McDowell's.
America.
Yeah.
Isn't that McDowell's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like the close knockoff.
My point is, when does the big man, the big corporate entity, back down? against-
Dave, here's a good one that like I don't know if you have McDonald's obviously, but we have Sonic here. They have ice cream and drinks and coney dogs and shit.
Yeah.
So they used to have like a blended float. It was like a root beer float, which is ice cream and root beer, and then they would blend it, and they called it a flurry. That was the name of it. And then
Oh,
McDonald's invented the McFlurry, and
yeah,
then they had
they
to
invented
change
the word flurry. Yep.
They had to change the name of their fucking drink.
Fuck off.
It's called like a Frosty or something now because now they couldn't do Frosty because that's Wendy's. Like it's literally it says blended shake or some bullshit like that, a blended float.
Oh,
That'd be like no
you're
other
right.
restaurant can call them nuggets because McDonald's has McNuggets.
Right.
Yeah, the same kind of shit. But
What's the
that was
best
early on enough that they
nuggets?
just backed down. They were like, "We don't want no fucking problems with you, McDonald's."
Exactly.
We'll change
Well,
it.
they
Who
make
gives a shit?
McDonald's is the best. Right, Dave?
Ruthless.
It's okay.
Now you guys make me want. Now I want pizza. Damn it!
Oh no.
I don't mind if there's cheese in my sauce though.
Making you hungry. I
We'll do
get it,
some
bro.
ASMR where you'll eat a big old slice.
You ever watch ASMR porno, John?
No,
No, you should.
Pretty
you should
awesome
check
with
it
like
out.
some headphones and shit. Fucking
I'll
stereo.
check it out. I got to be honest with you. I'm not a big porn guy. Like in other words,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
Yeah,
not.
here's why I say you should check it out, because I know you're an audiophile and you use your ears a lot. That's what it's for. So like you kind of just got to be there, and like you can find other videos, but like I've had a couple. Yeah, I've seen the light. If fucking they say the right shit, or you catch you in the right mood, and all the hair on the back of your neck will stand up, and you'll go like, "Oh shit!"
Okay.
And then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I can swim in this pool."
The only naked ladies John looks at are on his cards.
Goddamn.
We've
Another
talked
one of
before
these.
about VR cam girls, haven't we?
No, I haven't heard it.
I think I mentioned it once and asked John if John was going to get into it. Yeah, it's too. No, we've talked about this because I said it was way too real. You can see like every fucking blemish.
Yeah.
It's that in your. It's that in your.
John
face.
probably still looks at like magazines. I could imagine like he would if you gave him a choice, like, do you want to look at the
Centerfold
phone,
and
watch
shit.
people fuck, or do you want to look at this old fucking beat up penthouse? He'd probably take the penthouse.
I'm kind of upset that
Okay.
now all this technology came out when I'm 60 and really don't care that much about. I don't really,
Ain't that a kick in the head?
yeah. Like if I'm telling you right now, if this came out when I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s,
Yeah.
I would have worn out an elbow or, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But now all this shit came out and I'm like, I look and I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care if there's, it just, I mean,
Yeah, because I mean, people talk about sex dolls being the turning point. Then
Right.
why do we need women? We can go full MGTOW and not complain about it.
yeah.
But it's not. But VR porn's the turning point for me.
So, okay.
There's just no reason to bother with real sex. There's no good reason.
So let me ask you this. Where do you find this VR porn? I'll check it out.
Well, Pornhub has some VR porn. If you want the VR cam girls, X Hamster Live has VR cam girls.
It's got a bunch of naked hamsters, John.
Yeah, but yes, a warning on the X Hamster Live. It might terrify you because it's just too close, too high resolution
in a studio apartment.
Yeah,
in a Section 8.
Yeah, I mean, and they seem to all the VR cam girls seem to all be Eastern European. There doesn't seem to be much variety.
You think they're sharing? Like,
Eastern
just
European
like
women?
the same thing?
They're good looking, but even the good looking ones are beaten.
Yeah, well, that's what like a brothel house. They just pass it around. Like, I bet that's a thing. There's just like 25 or 30 sex slave bitches, and they just like don't even wipe it off. It's your turn now.
You would think. I mean, I don't know.
Eastern European cam porn girls are just a little off. Like they like some of them have a great body, but then they've got like a fucked up head or something. You know what I mean? They don't have
the neck's just a little bit too long, and their eyes are too far apart.
Exactly. Yeah, or too close together.
You look like a fucking Muppet.
Here's the deal. So I'm
if they come,
I'm into technology, and I would look this up just to check it out.
Curiosity, of course, curiosity.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
But yeah, if beaten up Eastern Europeans are kind of hot and move to America and marry a future president of the United States, well, that's a different story.
That's a different story.
She was all right back in the day, wasn't she?
Well, you heard that his first wife died today.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the first one wasn't. Wait a minute, was she a cam girl? Or
she was a model too.
She wasn't a cam girl, but she was Eastern European.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he likes the Eastern Europeans. The second one
was a cam girl back in 1947. When it had to be done via telegraph,
a fucking peep show and shit.
They had to
put those dots and dashes with the Morse code. the way she did it.
Take a picture with all the gunpowder and just. All right, Mrs. Trump.
Big ass. All right, don't stay still.
Flash powder. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, she fell down. They say she fell down a flight of steps.
Oh, what did she know?
Were the steps okay?
Oh,
no, Ivanka, she wasn't bad she was in her 70s or something, right?
Make them look way too small.
Yeah, she got a bit of the bloated steroid face.
Chin and belly, they are small.
Yeah, well, I think what that is I think
you're just a big dude, Brandon. That's the thing. Like, it's still
bro.
relative in your dreams.
Feature on next week's Rubberneckers. Oh, Kate says that we should feature it
on the next week's. You know what I
can't feature what VR porn. You can't really get the.
You can't bring it in here. You can't bring it in here because we would get it immediately taken down by everybody.
Well, there's that problem.
Well, we could send. Well, we'll just tell whoever we talk to. We can tell them, look, we're live, so don't show anything too crazy, right? Let's just keep it PG-13.
Oh, you mean?
I'm sure they'll respect it. I'm sure they'll respect it.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny,
and then they get paid 1,000 tokens, and then
So. We've talked OnlyFans in here a lot.
Yes.
OnlyFans. That's with Mexican chicks.
Yeah, the OnlyFans. So it's funny because a lot of the women that during the pandemic, they all got on TikTok because they figured that they, this would be a way for them to get content and all. So a lot of the ones that are hot now are on OnlyFans. And okay, so I have this one.
Make money. It's like with newspapers. The journalism that didn't make the money, it was the advertising and the classifieds.
That's true.
These days, the only way for women to make money is OnlyFans.
Now, there's this one woman, and when I first started watching her, she was a truck driver. She was just a truck driver who
I know who you're talking about.
Over the road.
Once, I think, yeah. She was all right.
She's not bad. Here she is. All right. So now she don't drive a truck anymore. She's an OnlyFans girl. And this is her. Look at her. Here we go.
Keep asking what I'm doing to my house with the backhoe.
I remember her being more attractive than that anyway.
To my truck to go to the gym.
This looks like about 12 different women that I've met here.
All right, wait.
Looks
Here's
like
another.
I ordered
That's done up.
dresses from
That's a little bit better.
to wear out. And
damn, she ain't got them teeth fixed yet.
Yeah.
She has teeth
on this side. And then it's got the cutouts.
What is that dumb dress?
Look at that.
Under boob dress.
Her titty. Hang on.
Wait, is she going to get a refund? She's missing.
That's not her real titty, is it?
They are her real titties.
No.
They
Look how different the color is. Those
Fashion Nova's not even fucking ticket.
Listen, she's got some big fucking tits. I'm telling you that right now. And they are, yeah. So you don't see her in a truck anymore. She She sits there and say, "Here's my truck, and this is where my sleeper is, and here's where I have my hot plate to make. This is where I make my coffee in the
Oh,
morning."
I forgot to wear a bra. Oops.
Yeah, and now
cold out.
And everything was, where you could see cleavage.
A backhoe.
Forget about that cleavage now. It's all nipple and stretchy clothes and come see my OnlyFans and
Fucking cheese nips.
I guess now they have there's like an over 18 Snapchat that
I don't know.
Dave?
You're teaching me stuff. man.
Snapchat.
What
There's
it,
just
like a
Snapchat.
premium or
I
something?
thought there was Snapchat that were for adults or something where you can get content that won't be taken down. I don't know, or maybe it's a private Snapchat.
They don't
I have
usually.
no idea.
I don't
They
know.
don't usually boot people from Snapchat.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't
but
fuck with it. I don't fuck with Snapchat. I never got into fucking TikTok either. Like that was another big problem. I said I don't need another addiction in my life. So I
Maybe
got
not.
Twitter, and that's the only place I fucking stay because I feel like
Twitter,
TikTok
the greatest
is
social
communist.
media platform of all time.
It works for
Hey.
me.
Yeah, well, I just got back on again because Jody was right. I couldn't hold out for waiting
Yeah,
for the.
goddamn right you are. And sometimes if you hold out for a couple days, you go, I'm not deleting my tweet. You don't realize they don't even start the fucking timer till you delete it because you're like, it's been 3 days. I'll just delete it. And then they go, now you're going to wait for 12 hours for being an asshole. And you go,
Fuck yeah. It's not. Listen, this isn't my first go around with Twitter. I mean, I've had accounts, banned before.
yeah.
But I think I
The
found.
David versus Goliath match.
Yeah, I think I
But
found.
John's the little David.
Here's the problem. You can take and quote tweet and bring it to your page and say, look at this moron.
Yep.
Whatever. You can do that. But if you go in their comments and say the same thing that you said in a quote tweet, that's when you get in trouble. You can't go to their house and call them a fucking moron.
And you got to stand in the street and yell at them from the middle of the street. So it's mutual
Pretty
combat.
much. Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly.
I tell you what, another one
John-
is start to use like numbers and stuff, mix it up. Like if you comment on somebody's post and call them a cunt, you can get like a day for that. They'll just suspend you if you get
Yeah.
mean.
Mhm.
But if you spell it with a K and put like a umlaut over the U, like you can change it up a little bit and it doesn't realize that and you can get away with that. So
Unless
future
they
advice.
report you. If they
They'll still
report
report
you,
you.
Yeah, maybe.
then you're in trouble.
So
That's the problem.
yeah, and if you're John level of obnoxious,
I'm very
then-
obnoxious.
you're going to be reported.
Correct.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So what joy, John, do you get out of being that level obnoxious on Twitter? Like if you were noticed all the time, if you got attention from it, that would be one thing. But you will obnoxious comment on a massive tweet that's got hundreds of thousands of likes. You'll comment on that. Nobody will pay attention to what you have to say.
That's my opinion.
And
It's not like I'm looking for retweets or likes or anything like that. That I see something and I have an opinion about it, and whether it's you consider it obnoxious or whatever, that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Now,
We
just
all
scream
have
to you- why
troll
not just
hearts.
Scream to yourself. If nobody notices, you want people to notice.
We're all
Otherwise, you just scream to
narcissistic.
yourself.
Okay, so I know that people want. I'm not really. No, I really
It's a
don't wanna be
public
noticed.
forum, John.
I understand that. But
He's trying to be
This is
funny.
mentality. This is mentality.
Make
You're in a
jokes.
public square, right? People
Yes.
are yelling. Everyone's fucking yelling. Some people pay attention to some of the yellers, and then you've got the people like you that just yell and keep yelling and keep. How long you been on Twitter for now?
2008 or 9 is when I went on.
Okay. So
Shit.
14
Wait, first of all,
years you've been yelling to nobody.
that's not true. The first account that got taken down I had 2,500, 2,700 followers on that account
Wow.
until
Okay.
they took it down.
That's pretty good.
All right.
All right, now it's hard. It's hard for me to get over 200 now.
I'd be heartbroken if they took mine
listen.
away. That's why I got a couple, just in case I got to switch off.
Yeah, and then here's the other thing too. It's not that they take it down or they put a throttle on it. They shadow ban you where it doesn't get out there. People don't see it.
That's
It's
why
just-
I'm unpopular too.
Yeah, me
It's all
too.
throttling.
It's all the
shadow
man.
banning.
The
Hey,
man's
listen.
keeping us down, Dave. What the fuck?
Authorities.
I'm telling you right now, I'm a good follow on Twitter. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a good follow on Twitter. I come up with some pretty good shit.
But I guess my point is pick targets that might actually pay attention to you. Then you might get some.
But they don't
Some
piss me off.
interaction going.
Listen, it's when people piss me off.
It's like, oh no, AOC has said something stupid again.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's on the regular every day. Every day she tweets.
Yeah,
So
why bother replying?
So again, it's back to it all stemmed from a U.S. Senate meeting where they had these women come in from different colleges, and it was all about abortion.
Oh,
And one senator asked the woman, because she kept saying people who can have children or something like that. In other words, she wouldn't say woman. So the guy says, so this isn't a woman problem. And then she got all happy because she could sit there and call him a transphobe and all this other, all this other shit.
Oh, I saw that video. Yeah, the black lady, the teacher
The black
from
lady. Yeah, she's she got
Berkeley
two
or whatever.
two nose rings. She was all happy. Well, are you a transphobe? Do you think that men can't get pregnant? And she was like, and he's like, no. And she's like, well, there you go.
Yeah, she was aggressive, but she was playing it. She was playing her hand well.
Right. And I'm like, lady, men can't get pregnant. I don't care what you say. They can't.
Oh, so you don't believe that trans men are men?
Yeah.
They don't
Wow,
exist.
John, my God.
That's
What kind of shit is that?
you?
How could you
They're
be on
female.
an elected official and not recognize that men are men and can have babies too? You
I don't
fucking
No
bigot.
authority here, Jackie Weaver.
I don't want to go back over this again, but my statement is I'm done with the live action role playing with the transgenders and the non-binaries and all that other bullshit. I'm done with it.
I want to try LARP for real, like dress up and hitting people
Yeah,
with
I'm
Nerf
just-
swords and shit would be fun, but I don't like this.
I mean, you keep saying you're done with it, but you keep talking about it,
Well, of course, because everybody else is talking about it. Of course, I'm going to talk about it.
and
So
some of them are hot. A small
so,
percentage, but some of them are
course,
hot. We've established that.
the bald-headed black senator woman from wherever she's from, Ayanna Presley, said, "Oh, look how she schooled him." I'm like, "Schooled him? It's the gaslighting for me." I said, women have had babies since forever, and men can't have babies. When did that change? It didn't.
Well,
Stop it.
It did, like
They're
2016,
butt
17,
babies.
thereabouts.
No. Women can have babies. Men can't. That's that. That's enough.
Men can have
That's not
babies,
what-
chicks
they
can have
cannot.
wieners. That's the rules now, John.
No.
Come on.
No.
John.
It is.
Chicks can't have
With the
wieners.
times.
Chicks have wieners,
Listen,
men have
When they-
babies.
when they bring the baby out of the womb and they look between the legs, they go, "Hey, no wiener, woman, wiener, man." So that's
the
that is the
assignment.
definition of whether it's a male or a female.
Yeah, male or female, but you're mixing male or female and man and woman. They're different things, John.
No, they're not.
They're
This is
different
all
things. I mean,
bullshit.
they
This is
correlate
all-
99% of the time, but
Yeah, jump in there, Josh.
I don't want anybody. Hang on a second. I don't want anybody hurting anybody that decides that they want to change genders, or I don't want violence against anybody.
yeah, you just want trannies to literally be wiped off the planet.
No, I don't.
That's all.
I just stop rubbing your tranny in my face. All right, that's enough. I don't care. Leave me the
Dave's
fuck
a
alone.
woman. Dave is a woman.
That's established.
Amen.
I'm a woman, John. You got to.
You're the ugliest woman. You're the ugliest broad I've ever seen in my entire.
Okay, well, we already established I'm an ugly man, so
Yeah.
should I
I'd
be more
smash
sensitive
But you're
now
a
that
beautiful
I'm
woman.
being called ugly?
We didn't establish it. A cam girl or OnlyFans girl established it.
Right.
See, he'd smash.
We didn't. That's what I'm saying.
See,
have
Dave,
to-
me and Jody would take turns.
Yeah, we could
Oh.
tag team you, but you're gonna have to cut that fucking beard off. That's the problem. I couldn't be feeling that
Yeah,
facial
you
hair.
could-
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
While I'm
I
fucking
can
your
do-
mouth.
I can do that
Could you
for
be a
Jack.
penguin again while we do it too?
A penguin.
Say
Oh,
it. Read it.
I don't know how to transition it, but I do want to talk about the Nerf gun lady.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
I
talk
sent-
about.
I
'Cause I
sent
don't
you
know what
this-
you're talking about.
I sent you the censored pic on Discord.
That's yeah.
We talked
been
about it at the
Nerf and
start.
stuff.
Nerf gun, OnlyFans girl.
What?
Is it in here? Is it in the Trello?
No,
That's
but
in
it
the
can-
Discord.
And I
Nerf
don't
up
have it. I'm not going back and forth to Discord
Dave,
to
can
get
you
full stuff
please-
during the show. This is why we have the Trello board. If it's not on the Trello board, we don't talk about it.
we
Unless
talked about it this at the
if
start.
you want to
I
bring
didn't have a censored version, and I
Okay.
was going to do a censored version. I've
if
done
you
the
wanna
censored
bring it up
version.
and if you want to take and put it up on the screen, then you run it. I can't because I don't have it, and I don't have Discord up because of the whatchamacallit, the notifications.
I
So
thought
there
I
you
was
go.
banned from putting stuff on the screen.
No,
I
it's
got it,
fine.
Dave. I'm gonna send it to him right now.
But
you
you
said
won't have
keep
censored it.
talking.
I've censored it.
I've got it
Hold
censored.
on.
That's what I'm saying. I've got the one that you're getting. I got you right now, baby. Don't worry. Y'all keep talking.
Oh.
All right, where are you sending it to? That's the thing that cracks
Trello
me.
board, John, to the very bottom. That's where it's
there
going.
you go. That's
The
what
very
I
bottom? Trello
like.
board.
Somebody that pays attention.
I'm a bottom naturally, John.
We set some rules around here.
Yeah.
We have to
Cracking the
do.
whip.
I can't wait till we get into terrible podcaster Tuesday shout outs. I can't wait for that.
There you go,
There's
John.
a lot of them, like
Bottom of
40
the trailer.
something of them. Holy fuck.
Let's
That
talk
was a
about it.
mistake on Twitter.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So now I'm going to share this.
I mean, I've literally got my pointer over the share button, but this is more interesting doing it this way.
Here we go. All right. So here she is. Oh, that's because she has a nipple out. You couldn't.
Yeah, there was a nipple in there.
There's a
but
nipple in there.
Dave, say what you said, you fuck.
So, yeah, I'm the asshole. I posted in our message group that is there anything less sexy than posing on OnlyFans with your kid's Nerf gun?
How do you know
First
it's
of all,
These
kid's
clowns
Nerf gun?
just go tits.
Dave, you just
Clown.
made this on my microphone. 'cause
Hey,
I'm finna
don't
get
call me a
angry.
fucking clown.
First of all, that gun is badass. Secondly,
yeah.
she's probably, what do you think? You guys like probably 45. She's had a couple kids, so she's kind of
She's
chunky.
not 45.
She's pushed a couple pups out.
God
She's
damn.
definitely had a couple
Yes,
kids because she got that
Definitely,
pouch.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got a fat pussy. She's wearing lingerie with like leggings and shit. So, yeah, man, I got no problems with this. This gave me a little bit of a boner.
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you covered up the best part, which was the nipple. She has a very amazing nipple.
Oh, Dave, do you think that
The
teacher
nipple was-
that fucked
you
that
like-
kid had Nerf guns for him? You think they chased each other around the house and she shot him with fucking Nerf guns?
Oh, naked and shit. Oh, I guess I got to take off my top.
Oh,
Damn, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but that's one disturbing thing when you hear the babies or the toddlers crying or screaming for their mummies when their mummies are cam whoring.
oh, that's rough. You hear him in the background.
Yeah, that's rough. It's hard to maintain a boner when that happens. That's a real fucking challenge. Mommy,
What?
and then they start yelling at the kid. And it's
But you
like,
shut that
holy
little bastard
fucking
up.
shit.
I'm almost there.
Hot damn.
You fat whore.
Damn it.
You bitch.
If you don't stop crying, we won't have any formula money.
Can you give that kid a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Shut that fucker up.
I need more bits or corn.
He
or
said it
whatever the
was,
fuck
what
it
did
is.
you say? Grooming? Like it's sad and grooming's like fucking chicks holding Nerf guns, and it's like
So
it was
stupid.
a sweet Nerf gun. So
That was a badass Nerf gun, man.
the
I
titties
just
were
didn't think it
okay
was
with.
sexy, but I guess I'm in the minority.
What
What
if
got
she
me
tied
hard
you
was
to
that-
a chair?
So it's the point. As long as you show tit, it doesn't matter what else is in the picture.
Dave, let me paint a picture. You're in a chair, probably tied to it or duct taped.
Okay.
You're sitting in a chair naked, and
Mhm.
she shoots the tip of your wiener with a fucking Nerf gun.
Yes. I was
I
just
think
thinking that.
I
When
feel
you're
like that could
edged
work.
out, you're edged out and you're right at the edge there. And
You're
you're like,
stiff,
oh,
Dropped
and she
up.
just fucking
and-
just unloads automatic on the tip. You just fucking boom.
All right. I think that's the problem. I just don't have a good imagination.
right in your frenulum,
Thanks,
Dave.
Cody, for helping me
Hell
with that
yeah.
one. Problem solved.
Blam sandwich.
That's pretty good.
All right, before we leave, I have something I want to look at.
Before we
We'll bring up
leave,
here.
we
I'm not
have-
saying leave. I'm sorry.
oh,
Not we leave.
so many other
Before we
things. to
leave
talk
this
about.
topic, since we're talking about that, I have something that I want to bring up that actually Jody had on his Twitter,
Oh,
and
Oh.
and I looked at this, and I was like, Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
Fuck.
anybody want to take a shot at that one?
The camel toe panties, realistic silicone cross dresser for your transgender. So you got yourself a nice fat twat right here. That is
Guys, I think that's just a Speedo. Like that's a Speedo with an extra seam in the crotch, so your balls will hang on either side of
Yeah.
it to give you like a
So you-
camel toe.
That
Make your
is
balls look like
one-
a camel toe.
that is
Shitty.
one-
I'm looking at
good.
the comment by Shitty Song of the Week. Somehow they managed to create the puffiest fake pussy with the biggest meat curtains imaginable. I can't imagine many cross dressers wanting a pussy that drags on the floor.
That pussy looks like it has some thickness to it.
that is
It-
one chubby vagina right there.
It looks like Homer
I mean,
Simpson's mouth.
That's puppy taco. Homer Simpson. Yeah, like if Homer Simpson were to fucking shave, it would look like that.
Ooh,
So that
Ooh.
was my
Looks like a
comment
horse
was it said camel toe panties, and I was like, excuse me, that's a camel tail.
Forget about that. That looks like the lips, like the whole mouth of a camel. You know how they're like the big.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's not too different to what.
You think
Nerf
it comes in
guns
your
are supposed to
size,
look
John?
like
You
it.
never answered the question.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm sure that. Well, maybe. I'm sure I could stretch into one of them if I had to. Why would I want to, though? I mean,
I want Dave to wear one.
Sure.
For OnlyFans, John. That's how we got to make money.
Yeah. Well, Dave,
Yes.
you have yours. You wear that. You fucking.
We're very niche.
You make your $100 or whatever.
Yeah, that was another thing I put on the board is that we need a ghostwriter for our OnlyFans.
yeah, that's on
Because
here now.
We're too lazy to attend to our OnlyFans and to sext with our subscribers.
You need me to dress up like Ghost Rider? I won't set my head on fire, but I'll put on like a jacket and stuff.
This is what-
hold
this
a
is what-
chain.
Dave
Hell
said,
yeah.
we need help with sexting to all the John Simps on our OnlyFans.
Yes.
Send in some samples of your sexting skills, and John will read them on the show, and the winner will be appointed as our head OnlyFans ghostwriter.
It's a call to arms, everybody.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
So I have to read them?
What?
All
Yeah,
12
we-
of you
People
assholes.
read out dirty stuff.
Wait, people sent some or what the fuck?
See, Dave,
No.
Dave again
called
wants me to
arms.
read, he wants me to read sexy stuff so that
Oh.
more spank.
Oh, this is a
Exactly.
take two. Yeah, this is a take two of you trying to get you to.
He's going to get you one of these days, John.
He is.
Yeah, the Unruly Agency works with mainstream influencers with millions of Instagram followers, including, I don't know who any of these people are. They spoke with 3 staffers, 3 former clients who said they have a hidden army of account managers who spend much of their days writing responses to messages that fans pay to send some of the influencers. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
So the OnlyFans lady says, you send me $25 and I'll give you a special message. I'll write you a special message. Meanwhile, she gets the $25 and this hairy armed guy in his 50s
Yeah.
is writing the sexual fantasy and sending it to this guy. This woman's never even
Obviously.
seen it.
It's like fan mail. I mean, that's what happens.
It's
This
like
should be a-
phone sex. It's the equivalent of digital phone sex.
Like
No,
in the
no.
early days of OnlyFans, it was all pure and beautiful, and it was
no.
actually the women doing the work.
Right now, they're so
But
overwhelmed.
Women worked out. Wait a minute, we don't have to do work. Fuck that.
Right.
If you're making $200,000 a year, you're not going to be dealing with that bullshit. Pay someone else to do it.
They probably can write better than you.
Yeah, quite often.
The
Right.
people who keep paying money.
Now there's
So
this one,
I don't want to know how many guys that look like me I've sexted with.
right.
Holy shit.
So there's one
I mean,
adult.
that counts as being partly gay, doesn't it?
Oh,
Even if you're tricked.
Not if you don't know it. Of
If you're
course.
talking
it was
dirty
a
to a
dude.
man and you bust nuts, it's probably kind of gay.
Yeah.
You know what? Now I got to think about this because, like, if you're making out with a trans woman, and then and you didn't know it was a trans woman, and then you reach down and you feel like a stump, then are you gay? I would say you're only gay if you continue going on. If you continue.
should
What
have been
about
tricked.
if the guy's got your dick in
You
his
know.
mouth and he gets all the way to the bottom and turns his mouth like he gets all the way down to the ball like
That's not gay. That's just you being adventurous.
hold on.
Now,
He
wait a
gets all the way down to the balls like this, and then turns his face a little bit, and then you get the stubble burn from the whiskers, and you
Oh,
go,
I
wait a
hate
minute.
that.
Yeah, this is hot.
Well,
I
some
hate
women
that
at my
shit.
age can give you that, and they're full-on women. So I'm just some, not all. Some.
That's my biggest problem. I think I would let a dude suck my dick, but if I felt any kind of stubble or
Oh.
mustache or anything, I'm gonna get upset.
Barry.
See, no, well, the thing is, like with a trans woman,
Yeah.
if she's doing that, and the next thing you know, as soon as you find out that has the same package you do, and then if you continue, we consider that gay. But if you immediately go, oh no, then you're not.
Oops.
There's got to be that,
like 5 or 8 minutes later, you're just like,
you can't-
oops.
You can't turn back
Oh,
now.
No.
yeah, you
Oops.
can't think about it. You gotta. It's got to be an immediate reaction.
And the
Because you're
harder
sitting
you
there and
beat
you're
the
like,
shit out of
well,
them, the
you
straighter you
know.
are.
Well, I'm already here.
So
I don't want to waste the gas money that I got here, so fuck it.
Oh, dude, you fucking high five and you walk away like gentlemen.
that's
Hell
all.
yeah.
Like, Jim.
Good game, bro. Just like on the soccer field after.
It's like a duel, You both kind of shot each other,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it up, but I was watching a YouTube video a few weeks ago, and it was just 2 dudes just hanging out talking
Literally.
about their the festering mucus in their neo vagina.
Sorry, guys.
Those gunshots, John? Are you okay?
No.
Are
I'm
you
fine.
watching Snuff?
Are your
What?
kids boxing?
I was getting the next segment ready to go, and the volume was up. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
Anyway, yes, 2 trans men just broing out, talking about the festering mucus in their neo vaginas.
Oh, gross.
I know. Because they fuck with hormones, it has consequences.
I think it's called discharge. Anything that comes out that's not like, at least clear, probably just discharge.
What are we talking about now?
Dude, pussy.
We're talking
drip.
Bro. We're talking about bro pussy, John.
We're talking about women, right?
Uh-huh.
What you
Transition.
call women.
So you're talking
The
about
transition to men,
Real
and
women.
then
So we're talking about women.
Talk about Elliot
and then-
Page.
and then bro out with their dudes, fellow trans men,
What
like
up,
and
son?
talk about the health problems they get from taking too much testosterone.
My pussy's
dries-
all dry and
It
huge.
dries the shit out of their vaginas. So yeah, I was wrong. It's not their neo vaginas. I got
Yeah.
confused, funnily enough.
okay.
Oh.
I get it.
Trans
Wow.
women get neo
Yeah.
vaginas. Trans men, their vaginas dry up.
Neo means new. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
Yeah.
So,
New vaginas.
all right. So, are we done with that bit? Because I have something I would like to discuss among the men.
Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, no, the point of what I was saying is that
Oh shit.
be trans, but don't
Uh-huh.
do bottom surgery. Just don't do it.
Now, I heard that it's not. That's a. Yeah, just
It's risky.
dick and balls, and just have your dick and balls, and
There's
just
nothing like a chick with a dick.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing,
all
Dave.
that are
Maybe
wrong.
you can get with me on this. I don't know how many trans dicks you've looked at, like formed ones where people go full
No,
bottom
I haven't
surgery.
really thought. Yeah.
So I think part of the problem is you ladies have like unreal expectations. But I get it. If I was going to order a cock, it's just like create a wrestler. Like
How
you're going to
big?
make the biggest, strongest, fattest fucking piece you can get.
I don't think that's true. I think that they find something that, they don't need something that's going to stretch them out. They want something that's going to fill them, but not
No,
stretch them.
no, these bitches will get these things that look like sea cucumbers, John. You should look it up sometime. They take back folds, flaps, like on Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. They cut these big ass things down the sides and they roll it up like a cigar. And they got these big fucking Frankenstein stapled together fucking wieners. Is how they used to do it. I'm sure they have donor dicks and stuff now that they try to use or some kind of, replacement. But back in the day, some of them dicks are just like folded up logs of meat with a
those
a pee hole running through it.
Eric Zane's always going about those like you donate your organs or whatever. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So you can donate a dick.
I lost an afternoon looking at that. I would donate my dick if it was worth anything, but I'm only going to give you a couple extra inches.
Oh my God.
I told my black friend if he dies before me, I'm going to take his.
You got to take something to the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said I was going to use the back half.
Logs. That's. I got to write that down. That's the name of this podcast.
Logs of meat
Logs
from Kate.
of meat.
From New Jersey, live.
It's Saturday night.
That's the
Yeah.
We've
That's
talked
the
about
title of this
trannies.
episode.
We've talked about trannies, and we've talked about trannies.
Yeah. I told him I was going to keep my balls though.
Black people a little bit.
Well, it's funny
A
you
little
say
bit.
that.
Okay, I think
We did
we've mostly
rape. We
covered
talked
that.
about rape early on.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We did talk about that.
It's got to
yes.
be rape, pedophilia, black guys, and trannies.
We talked about dead babies yet? Somebody kick a baby. Somebody, anybody, kill a baby.
Before we get to that, I want to show you this.
Don't pull your cock out, John. I swear to
All right.
God.
So this is
yeah.
Mike has this from Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks.
Okay.
And I got into so again, why would you sit there?
Mhm.
Now you can see this woman has something in her hand. I'll tell
That
you
is not a woman. That's a child.
Yes.
You don't think that's a woman?
That's a 14-year-old kid. I promise.
Okay.
What?
All right. So it's a
Oh, wow.
14-year-old kid.
This is a
And
high
she
school,
has-
like an auditorium or
Right.
some
And
shit.
she
like that.
has one of those
she's big.
dustpans.
She's twice his size.
Yeah,
That might
big
be
girl.
some of the reason.
And she has one of those dustpans, the ones that you put on the floor and it has a handle and you sweep it
Mhm.
and you lift it up. And she has one of them in the cock to back position, like she's standing at the plate, waiting for a baseball to come in from the pitcher. And she's got this thing back, and this kid's just sitting there. He is just sitting there me get this volume down because this is going to be loud if I don't get
Not
this
everyone
volume
fights
down.
back.
Why? Okay, don't fight back. How about
Yeah.
flee?
How about
Why-
move? Yeah, move your head from
Well,
that spot.
Okay,
Why would you
there's-
let this happen?
I assume he got him.
Why? And she's just standing there.
Yeah,
Now, that's
round
what I
two.
call taking out the trash.
The white trash.
The white trash. See, Jody?
See, I would
Jody
not.
made my joke funny. Thank you, Jody.
I made a comment on that. Look at the quote tweet.
Oh, you already made the white trash joke,
no.
did you?
Read my tweets. It's funny.
Exactly. He probably deserved it. Is that it?
No, the quote tweet, please.
I don't know where the quote tweet is. It on yours?
As you're sharing it, you click down there where it says quote tweet right by the likes.
This guy?
This segment is called Using Twitter.
No, up a little bit and to the
And
left.
these experts that have been
here
on
we
Twitter
go.
for
Right
fucking
there.
No
their
quote
whole
tweet.
half their lives.
Oh shit.
Okay, guys. So here's the quote tweet. It was
Oof. He took it again.
3-4 whacks with that fucking thing. I said when you start singing Lil Wayne in front of your friends.
Yeah. I mean, look at the girl over here. I mean, look at her. She can't believe this guy took it.
Yeah, he deserved
Yeah.
that. He said some out of pocket shit right there because he didn't
I
even try
don't
to
care.
fight back.
I don't care what he said. I don't care what. There's no way I would sit there and let that woman
Right.
whack me with that thing 3 times. There's no
Right.
way.
So, but you understand that the responses to stress, you've got fight, flight, and freeze.
Yeah.
It's not just fight or flight.
He froze
Did
up.
he think
It's
that?
freeze.
Let me ask you this.
Become.
question. It comes here. So right here,
God
does
damn.
he think that she's not going to hit him with
Yeah,
that?
for sure. He's fully. This is white confidence. I think he is fully
is white
convinced that
privilege?
there's
White power.
no way that she's going to hit me in the face with this fucking
yeah,
shit right
it's
now.
white power. This doesn't hurt me.
Or it's not going to hurt because it's just a dustpan. How bad could it be? And I think she gives him a concussion on the first one.
Well,
You
right
did
here,
not know
knocks
about
him
that.
that one there,
Oh,
right there.
Yeah, that one right there, I think was a fucking. It's like Joe Rogan. The first one knocked him out. Like the rest, the lights are on. Nobody's home right now.
Right, yeah, that one right there. That almost took him out. The only reason he's not on the floor is because the the person in the chair next to him actually caught him.
Yeah.
And then, so now he's got his head turned away, and there goes the second
Oh.
one.
She ain't even listen. But here's the thing: the person next to him isn't even moving or trying to help him, which leads me to
Damn.
think he
Damn.
probably deserved whatever she's fucking doing.
Yeah.
see that person that he's leaning on? That's what's called an independent witness.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
my
She's
god.
literally not moving. She
Pretty
hasn't
much.
touched him. She hasn't said, "Get your
Like,
arm off my leg." She's not
you
trying to set
deserve
him
it.
up in the chair. She's just like, "Nah, dude, this ain't my problem."
Damn.
She ain't finna hit me. I didn't say whatever you just said.
I'm going to say this. I don't care if he called her a fat ensler.
Whoa.
Okay, I
Mhm.
don't care. And I understand she wanted to beat him with that thing.
I bet
get
it was fat and slur bitch. Usually those
Okay.
three come together.
maybe. All right, but to sit
Mhm.
there and take that's 2,
Yep.
and then now he's just still sitting there. He has not bailed out yet. He's still sitting there.
What if he called her a fat and slur bitch and she hits him for each one of those words? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And that's the
2?
third, see, the third one was that one kind of grazed him. The
He might
first
be
2,
pilled out.
The first one was for the N word.
right? Well, I think the
What's-
first one was fat. The second one was the N word.
No, the N word was
Oh.
2 syllables, so that's
at
4.
least he got his hands up for the third one. Like, in other words, I mean, the boy's a little on the slow side. Like, as soon as let me roll back here, my hands are up. When she's in the back position with this thing, ready to hit this kid,
Yeah,
Like,
kick
I
her in
mean-
her fucking knees.
well, just don't sit there with your knee over, like with your legs crossed,
Put up
waiting to
your
take that
hands or
shot.
something, like
Nope.
some shit.
Kick
Some
her right in
self-
the fucking knees and
some
turn them
self-
backwards.
Self-preservation goes a long way in that situation.
Right, but
Oh, and she
I mean,
didn't stop.
he finally gets his hands up.
God damn. Woo.
I'll tell you what.
She's a fucking hardcore champion of that middle school for goddamn sure.
Hey, how
Nobody's gonna
about
fuck
that,
with her.
how about that dustpan? That thing didn't even break.
That's a
I'm
Rubbermaid,
shocked
bitch.
at that, man.
Yeah, that is a Rubbermaid. God damn. I want to know what the fuck dustpan that is. That's a good endorsement. Put that on the fucking Amazon.
Yeah. Now I would love to know what happened after this. And my comment underneath here is, what a bitch. Why would someone sit there and take that many shots? I would have been out of that chair after one. And trying to get that dustpan out of her hands, especially when she tried to swing it the second time.
Yeah, no fairs.
So anyhow,
Takes his backsies.
I mean,
So,
good
if
lord.
anyone is currently living in the New Jersey area, can you do me a little favor?
Yeah.
And when you find John Domingo out and about driving to the Dunkin' Donuts, follow him, and then just go up to him and whack him with a dustpan
The fuck?
and see how quickly it takes for him to react. Because you won't know what's coming. It's the element of surprise, John.
And when you
First of
do it,
all-
say, "This is from Dave."
Yes.
First of all,
yes,
bonk.
They had the
specifically.
camera out.
No, this is
As soon
from
as that
Dave's
thing comes
cat.
back, I'm reacting. As soon as
Did
that
you
thing,
say that?
she walks up and comes back. As soon as she walks up with that thing to me and starts to come back with it, I'm moving. I'm not going to sit in that chair. I'm not going to sit there like, oh, she's not. Oh, I dare her to hit me. What
Okay,
are you,
so
crazy?
you might have to go up to John from behind then.
Well,
Well,
how is he
I
gonna
mean,
fucking protect himself
Then
from that?
you got to spin around fast.
Oh my god!
He's gonna have to murder an Insler. There's only a few efficient ways to do that, John. Could you list off a few if you had to?
if you were,
Okay, well, this is the bit that Jody decided to run
oh
with.
shit! I thought we
We
were
were
going to
going to do
TikTok.
top 3. What was it? Michael Keaton movies or
It's
I
bad.
said
celebrities?
top 3 Michael. I was making a joke. Top 3 Michael Keaton movies. And
Right.
then Dave says, let's top 3 way to kill. Let me see. Where is it down here?
Oh,
You
Michael
got a
Keaton,
button
the
for
one
it.
where he was like a snowman or whatever,
More on
And then-
brand.
You have a drop
Bat-
for it, John.
and then Batman or whatever.
The most effective way to kill.
Black
Yeah.
people. For those who
So-
don't remember season 1, we had a thing on the show called Knee of Derek, where if John was being too annoying, then we'd give him the knee of Derek,
Mhm.
and that he had to remain silent for how long was it? I don't
8
remember.
minutes and 47 seconds,
Right,
which was the amount of time that Derek Chauvin had his knee on
right.
George Floyd's neck.
That's a long time to shut the fuck up.
It's a lifetime. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit too long. Now we
Yeah.
don't even do the knee of Derek anymore.
No, we don't. Again, we don't need anybody. We haven't needed to give anybody a timeout since Andrew left. So that was he was the biggest. He was
Number
the-
3 on my most effective ways to kill black people is exploding crack rocks.
What the
Ooh,
fuck? That wasn't what we
Oh, yeah.
said. Was the number? I thought that. All right, whatever.
we'll get to that one too.
Yeah,
we'll have that.
no.
One.
My number
Jesus.
3 was Mr. Mum. Mr. Mum.
That
Mr.
wasn't
Mo-
really my number 3. I was just getting the ball rolling.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, go on.
My number 3 is Night Shift. Oh, wait a minute. We're not doing Michael Keaton's best movies.
We're all doing different top 3s.
Yeah, this is my number 3. Most effective way to kill a black person.
Oh,
My number 3 would be in the ballroom with the wrench by the maid.
That's not bad. My actual number 3 was Dave Chappelle becomes Davina Chappelle and marries Ellen Page.
Holy
Ooh.
shit!
I feel like there'd be a
That's
lot of
pretty
heart
good.
attacks handed out that day.
Yes, there would be.
Honorable
Although,
mention to Jonestown Kool-Aid. I figured that would be a funny one, but
That was a lot.
if you didn't put sugar in your Kool-Aid, there'd only be about a few cups of that go out, and they'd be like, "You put sugar in this motherfucker?" It's like, nah, it's just arsenic. And you're like, I ain't
Oh,
drinking this
Jody.
shit. So yeah,
I would think number 1 would be U-Haul fertilizer bomb in Times Square. I would imagine that would take out a few.
people.
Yeah.
What do you think they would investigate?
What
Do you
the
think something to
fuck?
steal?
Yeah.
You
Is that a plan
racist.
got in place, John?
Yeah, it's
all
that's
of my
fucked up.
all of my answers were approved by my black joke committee. I ran it by them. I
Oh,
had
yeah?
a few other options, and these are all approved by my black delegation of comedy people.
Comedy troupe.
How about this?
Yes,
The best way to kill a N-word is
Ensler.
in the kitchen by the
Yeah.
Colonel with some fried chicken.
that's not true. That's
No.
good. Here's the second best way to kill an Insler. It's a proximity mine, like a proximity mine in the throat and in the bottom of pog pussy. You know what a pog is, John?
No, I do not.
That's a fat ass white girl.
Mm.
Okay.
So you put landmines in the back of their throat and the bottom of their pussies. Because if you guys are just fucking, you take advantage. You put the
Yeah,
whole
there's
thing
not
off
much
in there.
more.
If you only stuck the first 4 inches, you'd be fine. But you put the whole thing in there and you hear that tick. And that's
Yeah,
that.
Now, instead of an
Click.
IUD, it would be an IED.
Right. IPD.
As soon as that tip hits, boom.
That's the
Suicide
second best
bomber.
way. That one was approved by the delegation.
Okay.
I had to say POG though to educate you people.
Gotcha. All right. So why don't we get into? We have top 3 most hated celebrities. Can I go first? Since I don't usually ever go first.
Sure.
I'll take
Fine,
it.
I'll get
Yes.
sloppy seconds.
All right. My number 3 is Jimmy Kimmel. He is an
Ooh.
unfunny, left-hearted moron.
Nah.
I mean, back in the day, he used to be part of the Man Show where he used to have girls in bikinis jumping up and down with big fucking tits on a trampoline. And now he's just this leftist woke pog.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know. Yeah, all
Yeah, it's
right.
interesting. I tried.
He's a fat ass white guy.
He's a fat ass white guy.
Because for me, when Jimmy Kimmel cries, he's being a fucking pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
But when Jordan Peterson cries, that's cool. Is that a
Also-
double standard from me?
Also
Maybe. I
pussy.
don't know. Yeah.
Well, I think Jordan Peterson's crying about actual real things, not just,
Yeah.
some woman was called a, something with the N word in the middle.
Speaking of which, my number 1 most effective way to kill an insular:
Oh shit.
fentanyl laced Newports and hot Cheetos.
I would.
Slam dunk.
That's for
3-pointer.
the win. That's for the win.
Jody.
Absolutely.
Championship.
All right, guys, all
Buzzer
approved
beater.
by the black
Okay.
comedy community.
It's pretty
My,
good.
my black friend said I could say these.
No, my black friends said that I could say those. Black friends
Plural.
approved.
Oh my god. Watermelon flavored cyanide.
Oh,
I forgot to go to
fucking Mike.
Very good.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you're not playing fucko. You don't get to do that.
I love our
Who's
audience.
this man?
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
Pellerino.
Yeah.
Did I get his name right? Pellerino.
Yeah. Close
Pellegrino, like
enough.
the water.
I said
Yeah.
Pellegrino before and I got yelled at because it's not Pellegrino.
Oh,
Yell at me.
shit.
Bring that shit on.
So
Papa knows.
all right, so I guess we're not doing the thing. When's Dave's food getting here? Because I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah, what the fuck? I got to
9
piss
minutes.
like a mother.
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
What the fuck? Hey, wait, hang on. Play my drop. I got.
Oh.
What day is it?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do this.
Hang on. Do I have it here?
Maybe. I hope so.
God, I hope.
You'll appreciate a couple of these, John.
I gotta straighten this out. I don't know if I have it with. Damn it! Where is it?
Oh,
Oh
no.
man.
Can't find it.
Look
It's
back
What
a couple
is
episodes ago.
Juggalo?
Yeah, damn it. You can just drop it in.
Here
So
it
you-
is. Hold on.
Oh, you got it?
Oh, guess what day it is?
Jody.
Huh?
Jody.
Huh? Guess what day it is?
yeah.
Jody.
What?
Jody.
What?
Guess what day it is?
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
All right, stop it.
Anybody?
Okay, John. Guess what day it is?
It is cyanide watermelon Thursday.
It is not. It is macaroni and cheese day.
All right.
So all you fat pieces of shit, go out and buy yourself some macaroni and cheese, either from Arby's, make a box of the Blue Box Blues, some shells and cheese. That counts. Happy macaroni and cheese day, motherfucker.
So let me tell you a macaroni and cheese story. So here we have Wawas. And
Uh-huh.
Wawas. are
I've
like-
heard they've got really good mac and cheese and
They-
pretzels.
they have like macaroni and cheese. It'll take the lead out of your. I mean,
John's
if you
gonna-
had a boner,
We're talking about food.
Yeah.
that's so good.
I got to start
This
for
is when you
this.
fade the episode out.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I used to go. I used to get too large because one was not enough. It was so good, and now they got a family size, which is like a fucking quarter of shit. And they're like, "How many spoons do you need?" I'm like, 4.
They just sell it by the half gallon like ice cream. Like, yeah, it's a fat piece of shit. Not you, but in general. Okay, so also, hey Dave, guess what day it is?
What day is it, Jody?
It's Pandemonium Day. Go outside, flip some cars, set some fires, tackle people in the streets, hit them with chairs, parking cones, cause some
yeah.
fucking ruckus because it's pandemonium day.
Yeah,
So I
Duchess
might
knows.
struggle to do that. Can I get my carer to riot for me?
Oh, this is even better. Hey, Dave,
My
guess what
carer's
day it
just
is?
supposed to do everything that I would do normally.
No.
And if it was a riot day for me, then they should help with that.
Do my rioting, you fuck. Hey, Dave, guess what day it is?
Okay, what day is it?
It's Get Naked Day.
Oh,
Everybody's supposed to get butt naked and run around with your goose out, all that shit today on this holiest of July the 14th. I don't understand why that would be it, but fucking apparently it's Get Naked Day. And hey, John, guess what day it is?
Is it International Donut Day?
No, it's Tape Measure Day.
Oh.
So when you get naked, you can also whip out your tape measure. You can measure your dick, your balls, your dick and balls. You can measure how far your belly sticks out past your wiener. That's
Yeah, I measure from the back of the nutsack. That's how I measure.
I measure from the small of my back. I'm up to about 4 inches now.
So,
and that's what day it is. Yay!
I think as established, I've fired carers before for not being able to use tape measures.
Yeah.
If you can't measure stuff.
Damn, I got that
Isn't
backwards.
Isn't that an intelligence test, though?
I failed.
That's an intelligence
Dave. I'm
test
so
right
sorry.
there. What's that?
I failed. I should have asked you the tape measure question.
No. You didn't. No, you didn't. It's good.
Did you throw the tape measure at that dumb bitch guy?
Did you?
The dumb bitch guy copped it.
You threw a tape measure at
Yeah,
one
let's
of your
go with
parents?
that. Yep.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Literal John.
That's what I would do.
You're
If
not
you don't
one
know
of
how
the-
to read a fucking tape measure. Learn how to read a fucking tape measure, mate.
Oh
Blah.
no.
All right, so we have a new segment that we're going to call Terrible Podcast Tuesday Shoutouts. Dave said on Twitter, Dave the abortionist on Twitter, Happy Terrible Podcast Tuesday. Post your links below. Only suckers would do this.
Goddamn, 57 likes. That's
Goddamn.
pretty,
57
that's
likes.
pretty sweet.
And
I
yeah,
think that's been my most successful tweet all year.
and of course,
for years, in fact.
our
Fucking
former podcast buddy Boomer Bob.
Yeah,
Oh,
trying
he's
to
got
be
a
funny,
fun-
putting
he's got a fun
CNN
clip.
podcast.
CNN.
That's not
And
the
then-
point, Bob.
Yeah, it's not the point. And then 69 Whiskey, which was Matt, he was on this show. I take it, fence this, but I'm going to whore myself out and participate anyhow.
Yep.
And then, so, I mean, just,
It
we
just
are
keeps
awful.
scrolling. Keep
Yeah,
on
just
scrolling.
keep scrolling. Look at this. Art and Cheese.
So
Here's
if you
one.
troll somebody and say your podcast is bad, like
Yeah.
you can't get mad at them if it actually does suck. That's fucking
Right.
That's Jedi level shit.
Right.
Absolutely.
The Cousin Sizzle Show. Listen on
Cousin Season.
Spotify.
Yeah, that's with Mike that I do a Patreon bonus once a month with Delvin.
Okay.
That's his show.
And then we got the Bromingos. I tried to
Hey.
listen to that show. It is because I'm thinking Bromingos. That's a great show. Bromingos.
Yeah, it
Maybe
almost
they're-
rhymes with Jamingo, bro.
almost. Yeah, let me go listen to it. Horrible.
It's Bro Migos.
Bromigos.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. Bromingos, whatever you want to do.
That's also with motorboating Matt Michalowski from the 69 Whiskey Podcast.
Are these all just like bad podcasts or something?
Maybe that's a different.
Yeah, that's the thing is he said shout out terrible podcasts, and I guess it was
surprised
either
We Are
recommend
Assholes
somebody
aren't on here.
else's.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good move. I like it, Dave.
Maybe next week I'll ask for links to dead podcasts.
Podcasts. Right.
Right at the top.
The Shelley story. Boy, I can't wait to listen to the Shelley story.
I bet she
Sounds
got
like
kicked in the face by a horse.
The Lost Boys of the WDW. Well, I guess that's I don't even know what that
Hey,
is.
retweet the Shelley story. She deserves it.
Okay.
Do it right
Amen.
now.
Please.
I want to see her profile picture. Who's that import husband with the mustache?
Let me see.
Hey, what the fuck?
There we
That's,
go.
Damn.
that's Photoshop.
She definitely has Down syndrome. And I think he
What's
just
that,
got
like
out of
a
prison.
I've never listened. To
mental health.
Have you listened to any of these shows?
Of course I haven't.
No, they're bad.
Remember we tried to set ourselves a task of listening to
Horrible
other
podcasts.
nobody shows.
Dave,
to
can you
try and
listen
see
to
if we
all of
can find
these?
good ones, and we
Can you
can't.
listen God, I want to listen to this so bad. The NFT and Chill podcast.
Oh,
I don't.
Jesus
I don't want to
Christ.
listen to that at all.
I want to listen.
No.
That looks fishy.
Right. The Evolving with Corey Castle podcast on Spotify. Here we go. Now, right here, 100 Yo Mama's jokes. This is YouTube. That's not a podcast.
Yeah,
That's someone trying to be funny. That's not the point.
yeah.
Not the
That was
point.
somebody trying to be funny, telling a bunch of your mama jokes.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me put the
John,
boomer
the
bunker
the
on.
audio
there.
listeners, John keeps scrolling and keeps
Arado
scrolling.
text, wait a minute, is going to be more about sex education and sex life and how it applies to our love life and life in general. You know what? I think I might have to take a couple of these and then take some clips and then maybe we can kind of, who are these podcasts?
That guy's podcast looks great.
This one right here.
Yeah,
Beantown podcast.
that's something I
Power
would actually.
rankings, trivia, bitching about taxes.
Amen.
Boy, oh boy. And it goes on. I mean, look, there's more.
God,
Way to go.
stop thinking.
Additional replies, including those that may contain offensive content. Well,
man.
my God, let's find out.
Oh, we
Hold on.
can't show more wild
That show was
plans.
called Stop Thinking with Your Butt. That's a pretty good name for a podcast. I bet the
Absolutely.
content sucks, but it's a good name.
Yeah.
It probably sucks ass.
Conspiracies.
Hey, you know what?
gross.
Who are we talking about? People think this podcast sucks. So what do
That's
I know?
fine. Our
That's
name's
okay.
okay now.
Here's one.
Hold
No,
on, didn't we get a
stupid
5-star
answers.
review? Weren't we going to talk about that?
Oh, that's right. We did get a 5-star review.
Our first one ever.
Let's
Did.
let's read
Not
it
that we
out.
ever asked for them. Trying to find it. Oh yeah, we have
No,
Jody
look,
Sims now.
Leave a 5-star review and shit all over us in the comment section.
Leave us a
No,
1-star
no,
review.
one's too
And say
sensitive.
nice
Just
things
say
in the
nice
comment
things.
section. Yeah, put a 1-star review so it gets our attention.
Hang on, I gotta get to this
Amen.
one. Let me get back to here.
Who reviews podcasts?
Hey, that looks
anymore?
good.
I don't.
Ooh.
That looks good.
Spicy carbonara noodles.
Yeah, let me try one of those.
All right, here we go. 5-star review. Came from Who's Right. Stayed because I am now a fan. Almost watched the whole catalog. Jody B is my favorite of the bunch. So there you go.
Same here. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Did you read my comment, John?
Let me find it. Hang on. Where is
Is
it?
that a
Did you
the
retweet it?
retweet?
Or did you quote tweet it?
How about it
Jesus
just
fucking Christ.
Hang on, let me find it.
Fuck Twitter.
Thanks for listening, Mom. And in
Hey.
the words of Josh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Wait, is
Shut
that
up.
me or somebody else?
That's
No.
what's her name? I can't think of her name.
That's not me.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know who did that, but
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we got our first.
Yeah, who is this we? I got a 5-star review. You guys can suck my fucking balls. Pow.
Okay, you can have it. All right.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on. Somebody
And-
else left a review. Did you get that clip? I know it was kind of last minute, but I asked you to pull a clip. You didn't get it?
I'm sorry, I did not. I had a
Oh,
We'll
We had a
save
rough
that for next week. It's all good.
yeah. Unfortunately, I have to pour one out. If I can find the pour one out. I lost a cousin this week. I had a cousin he's
No, he'll
4 years older than me.
he'll turn up.
He passed away. He's not going to
Oh.
turn up. They buried him. So yeah, he was put into the ground yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about my family. I'll tell you, we are the sickest, darkest motherfuckers when it comes to a funeral.
Just cold blooded, huh?
Just cold blooded.
My grandpa refers to it as planting somebody.
Yeah, I hear you. All
He
right.
said,
Well,
we planted your Uncle Earl the other day.
yeah,
It's like, oh shit.
I hear you. All right. Well, it's time to go because Dave has food.
Food.
We're going to go over to I'm going to go over to the Discord into the
Yeah, sure.
voice chat. I'll go over
Good
there.
hanging
We'll be
out,
there.
guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Love you assholes
right.
for listening, or don't suck my fucking balls.
Your cousin
Alright,
John just wanted to join Ivana Trump in heaven.
That's what. Well,
Clearly.
he went first. I think Ivana wanted to join him.
And Ray
Hey,
Liotta.
no,
They're all
right.
hanging out now.
We're all hanging out.
He got pneumonia. Then he went to the hospital. Then he caught the COVID. That was that. So couldn't handle. Didn't have the whatever. Anyhow, rest in peace there, Mike. Sorry about that.